and it's a semi-decent position, I guess. So he's going to TP, exactly what you want to be doing as Undead, and I'm going to Chain Lightning that thing and finish it off. So I usually get around 4 to 5 Grunts. Here I have 4, 2 Raiders, and then I'll start to get Wind Riders versus the regular Fiend Destro strategy. I'll then go to 80 food, no more, and after I'm at 80 food, I'll put up a War Mill, get some upgrades, I guess. But that's usually what I do. Sometimes you'll have to kill your own units for to make some bats or something, because they'll go gargoyles. Now, anyways, I was trying to bait the DK out there with the experience tome, but he didn't go for it. Oh well. So I'm going to buy some healing scrolls. Healing scrolls are really good versus Undead, especially versus Nova, which usually is going to he's usually going to cast on your Wind Riders, and you need those versus the Destroyers. You'll see later on how even so I have the more Wind Riders, his Destros plus Heroes still kills all my Wind Riders. So without that expansion, I pretty much would have lost the game. Now I see he's just kind of turtling in his base, so I'm going to go and creep something while I'm waiting for him to come out or whatnot. So I'm going to creep this small camp right here. Excuse me.
We're under attack.
Oh, sorry about that. And right now, you don't really want the Undead to be creeping, but I mean he is going to. There's nothing, like, I don't want to fight him inside his base, and he's just going to wait till I leave, so rather than just sitting outside of his base, I'd rather be creeping myself. So that's what I was going to do. Now, this is my biggest mistake in this game, and it almost cost me the game, because he leveled up, he got 3 creep camps because of this. Now, I see those ghouls there, and I want to kill them. Because they're going to kill all my workers. I should have just sent my Wind Riders over there, making sure not to fight a battle without them, but to, like, you can run to the Undead's base, trade TPs, and stuff like that, so that neither of you are doing anything, but you can still get the ghoul kills, so to speak. So he's already creeped out this expansion here. That top expansion, now he creeps out this expansion, and he's going to creep out one more camp before I get to his base. So that really shows you like what a big mistake this was, that it could have cost me the game if he would have gotten higher hero levels. So I'm just going to kill these things off, and now I'm going to go hit his base again. I have a 76 food army versus his 46 food army. So yeah, it's going to be a really hard fight for him. Anyways, he does get the Pit Lord here as his 3rd hero, which is an unusual choice as Undead, but I think with what he's trying to do is he's going for Destros with Lich, DK, or Lich and Pit Lord, so that he can kill my Wind Riders as quick as possible. And you'll see this is really, really effective. Now, in this game, I've already made him burn the DK from my Expo, the early TP, when I killed that one Fiend and he killed my one Raider, and now once again he's TPing. So I've already wasted like 1,000 gold from my opponent, so that's pretty crazy for spending what, 1 speed scroll. So 50 gold for 1,000. That is a huge difference, and you can do that versus Undead. Especially at this point in the game, this is exactly what you want to be doing. Some players think it's lame and gay, but what I find even worse is how the Undead just sits in their base, and they won't fight you until you come into their base. So, yeah. Now, like I said, I'm going to creep after I TP. I don't see him coming out. I'm going to creep this camp. I know he's going to get another camp, which is not good for me, but what can you do? So I have an 80 food army right now, and I don't want to go into a high upkeep. I don't even have that much lumber. So I'm just going to sit here, make sure I have healing scrolls, and I really want to try to force a fight now, because I just have gold that is just sitting there. Meanwhile, if he has an 80 food army, I'm going to have a really hard time against it. In my opinion, Undead versus Uruk. If Uruk doesn't have the Expo up, it's a really hard match for the Uruk. So I'm going to lure him down a bit so he's not completely on the ramp, but that didn't work out too well. So as you can see here with the Howl of Terror plus the Nova, it really is owning my my Wind Riders here. But what I do is I focus my Grunts and Raiders onto the Fiends while my Wind Riders are focusing down the Destroyers. So it's pretty even right now. I am totally destroying his Fiends, and I just killed his Pit Lord with the Stomp. I'll do it again right here as I stomp the... Oh, I don't stomp the DK, but I don't know why he didn't coil. But that's one thing I really love about Stomp versus Undead. It allows for really easy hero kills. And Wave, I mean, right there, Wave would have done absolutely nothing because his army mainly consisted of destroyers. So I definitely advise getting Stomp. So back to my expansion here, as he has 2 more ghouls, still harassing. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. I don't even see anything that he could have done better to win. Besides, if he would have taken down my Expo, that would have been good. Maybe hitting at a earlier time because I just outproduced him the entire game. So yeah, you don't want to be getting more than about 4 or 5 grunts. Because as you saw there, if I had any more grunts, I might have lost that battle, just because destroyers are so good. So I'd advise 4 grunts. If you see a lot more fiends than usual, add a 5th one, or if it's a slower tech, add a 5th grunt, 2 raiders, and after that Wind Riders and bats. So he's going to hit my Expo here. And I'm just going to TP in. I'd rather TP in than lose all my workers. He gets EXP for it, plus it costs gold to remake them. And lastly, it's time wasted where I could have been mining gold and I'm not because all my peons are dead. So I have no clue why he sends his DK up there first. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Because he's going to lose his DK right away. I'm going to ensnare it. And he does even have a TP on it. But Stomp, level 5 Stomp is got like huge stun time. So that is basically a good game. Now, I'll go over the timing once more. So, early game, you want to be creeping to level 2. Then this is versus Fiends. Ghouls is similar, a little bit different early game. So you hit level 2, creeping camps that are going to be on the way to the Undead's base. So you hit level 2, then you harass, but not fighting the Fiends while they're like not fighting creeps, and just preventing the hero from leveling, the Undead hero from leveling. Then you want to Expo at tier 2 and get 3/3 heroes. Even if the Undead creeps he can creep as much as he wants at a time. You need those 3/3 heroes. Then you just want to be doing hit and runs on his base until he will not fight in his base, and you see a good place to fight the Undead. And that's basically it. Just keep on doing that the rest of the game, hit and runs. And making sure the Undead doesn't level too much. Often when they do send ghouls like that, send your Wind Riders just while going to their base with your regular army and just forcing a TP while TPing yourself. You get 2 ghouls out of it, plus no one's leveling. And this way, you don't lose all your workers. I mean, burrows, okay, they're okay, but they'll usually die from 4 ghouls. Towers, that's 200 gold for a lumber or a war mill. Plus, like, you need 2 towers, say, so that's 400 gold just for towers. I'd rather not do that. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this audio. It was another Uruk versus Undead, and I thought I covered those pretty good in in my earlier commentaries, but I guess some people are still having troubles with this matchup, so I decided what the hell, it was a good game, it showed timing well, and maybe it'll help some of those Orc players that are having trouble versus Undead. I have no clue what I'm going to do my next audio on. I'm hoping to do Human, actually, just because after WCG, it seems like a lot more Orcs are having problems versus Human, especially versus the Sky strategy, which involves sort of faster tech. So that Tier 2 push from Human is a lot more effective. And also, now I see a lot more Humans trying to tower the Orcs at a later point in the game, which is a hard push to fend off. So maybe I'll do a game on that if I can find a good one. I'm looking forward to the race wars that are coming up. Maybe we can get some good replays out of that. You guys take care, and hopefully make another audio for you guys soon.